So you're driving on the highway and you see the billboard that shows someone who said they won $1 million, $2 million from their auto accident case. Well, in my experience, it takes the perfect storm for your 7-figure auto accident case. For my first case, and what I'll share with you today is a brief anatomy of what the inside of a 7-figure settlement case looks like. So first of all, the policy limits. It has to show that there is coverage for $1 million. My first $1 million case, the policy limits was, I believe it was $3.5 million, something like that. So that's the first thing. You can't have a $10,000 policy and expect that your case will settle for the policy limits. The next thing, there has to be more times than not clear liability that's going to be on your side, or at least 80% of the liability is with the defendant. The third thing is more than likely you will have to file a lawsuit. We had to file a lawsuit on this case. The case took almost 2 years to complete. The reason why it takes that long is because typically the injuries for a 7-figure case, it requires a significant medical team that works it up, from chiropractor to and/or physical therapy to getting a TBI screen, which is for a traumatic brain injury. And then more likely than not, this person had to have suffered some type of permanent injury, which requires some type of surgery or extensive future medical care. With my case, my client unfortunately had to go through multiple surgical procedures and had to go through multiple stages of rehab to really get back to her normal quality of life. Once we're able to prove that through depositions, through discovery during the litigation process, this is when you really have to build your case, and the actual lawyering comes in to prove that you are really injured, you have suffered life-changing injuries to which you will require future medical care. Once discovery is complete, this is when we're able to try to mediate the case. Unfortunately, in my first $1 million case, we went through 2 mediations, in pre-suit and in litigation. However, once we had our expert doctors are the ones who give their opinion, such as an orthopedic surgeon or a neurosurgeon. These are the ones that really prove that, hey, you do require surgery, or you did require the surgery because of the injuries that you suffered in this auto accident. So a $1 million case is not that simple. You will have to have significant treatment. You have to have experts that prove causation, that the injuries from your auto accident required you to get this type of extensive surgical treatment. And then finally, the actual settlement. And that is, under the hood, the anatomy of inside a $1 million case. If your attorney has not handled a $1 million case, chances are you might want to find one who has had experience in settling a high value personal injury case.